No interruptions. We're going home footage. Home security footage, all right? Already with kids, I'm freaking out because I fucking do not like kids. Like, kids in cameras, like, they do freaky shit. Kids do freaky shit. And they scare me.
For this first video, this house owner would wake up one morning to find his cell phone completely missing. The house owner lives alone, and this would be enough to make him check his home security cameras. And disturbingly, this would reveal what had actually happened.
What the fuck's on that? Is that dude's got
Rather
massive
than showing
eyebrows?
the house owner simply misplaced his phone, the cameras had clearly caught some unknown man walking around inside the house. It turns out the man let himself in through an unlocked back door, and only minutes later can be seen crawling around the bedroom of the house owner, who the whole time was asleep and completely unaware of what was taking place just a few feet away from him. The man can be seen stealing the house owner's phone, which would end up being the only thing stolen. But most disturbingly is the fact that the man can be seen holding a knife in his mouth, which proves this man came prepared for confrontation. Had the house owner woken up during the break-in, things definitely could have ended a lot worse than just a stolen cell phone.
I think the cell phone footage, I mean the camera footage is fucked because it makes their eyes glow and it just look terrifying.
This home security footage was captured in the middle of the night, and it shows a man dressed in a Michael Myers costume walk into frame and eventually right up to the house's front door.
No. 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 I'm sorry to hear that, Toon, man. I'm fucking sorry to hear that. I hope you caught the
holding
fuck.
What looks like a knife.
No.
Wastes no time in trying to open the door. After realizing it's locked, the man simply walks off, but only to return 2 more times to again try and open the door.
Fuck, it's... Oh my god, I'm having issues right now.
On the 3rd try, the man can even be seen attempting to use his knife to assist him in getting the door open. But luckily, after being unsuccessful,
why did they keep going away and come back?
The supposed home intruder again.
That fucks me up, man. That fucks me up.
On an early morning in July of 2016,
we saw this one.
in Chicago would discover that her purse had gone missing. Both the woman and her boyfriend would attempt to retrace their steps in the hopes of locating where it had been left. And this would ultimately lead them to go back and check the footage of their home security camera. But horrifyingly, when they would rewind the footage to 3:30 a.m., it would reveal a hooded figure walking around the upstairs of their house.
That's fucked up, man. And they're on the couch. They're on the couch.
A few hours prior, the couple had mistakenly fallen asleep on the couch watching TV, which would cause them to forget to lock the doors into their house. And this would allow for the intruder to get inside the house.
I'll get rid of the chat, sorry. He's up right up there.
The intruder would stand at the top of the stairs for around 10 full minutes, seemingly contemplating whether to go down the stairs or not. But finally, he would leave, with nothing but the woman's purse.
You know what to do?
Some other nearby residents had reported to have seen the same guy around the neighborhood, and had even caught him on camera again lurking around. But the guy still hasn't been caught.
So just remember all those times that you're at home and you think to yourself, like you're sleeping and you hear a noise and you get up and you see a shadow move and you see a light dance off the wall and you think to yourself, is there someone in my house? Nah, it couldn't be. I locked all the doors. I locked all the windows. The dog's not barking. There's no way that someone's in my house. But then you see the shadow again. And the shadow moves a bit more. And you're not sure. Your heart starts pumping. You crawl up closer to your girlfriend. Or your husband, boyfriend, whatever. You put your arm under their shoulder because they're sleeping and you're not. And you're like, what do I do? Where do I go? It could be a person in your house. Think about it.
was on vacation in Zimbabwe. The house they were staying at had a pool, and so on the night of October 27th, 2016, they can be seen by one of the home's security cameras going for a late night swim. And that's when, practically out of nowhere, a crocodile can be seen walking up to and eventually leaping into the pool.
What the fuck? That's not a crocodile, is it? Oh my
This would
god!
obviously caused the couple to desperately attempt to get out of the water.
What the fuck? Oh, I bit
Both of
her!
them would survive, with the woman only receiving minimal cuts on her shoulder and elbow. And the crocodile would later be relocated back into the wild where no human contact was
Oh my
possible.
god. I get up buck naked and swing my mag light.
This video features a montage of clips taken over the course of around 5 months. The first clip is in January 2017 and shows a man in a car pull up next to a woman asking her if she needed a ride. The woman would respond saying she lived just right here, but would later go on to regret telling the man this, as just the next day the same car can be seen lingering around just outside her home.
I hate those box cars. My security system used to give a lot of false alarms late at night. Bro, don't even extra. No, 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 no.
Over the course of the next few days, the car can continually be seen driving by watching the house.
Fucking LA. Nissan Cube, scary car. Indeed. Look at him. Look at you, sicko. The motherfucker's backing up. Look at him. Ah, bro. What do you do? What do you do? I'd be fucking... I don't know, man. What do you do? Nothing legal? You're right, exactly.
Eventually, the man is able to confront the woman again, and this time tells her he could use some help around his house. The woman would obviously refuse to help the man, but this wouldn't stop him. Later, the same man can be seen, this time in a different car, leaving a note in the house's mailbox. The note again stated that he could use some help around the house,
That's
but
so
this time he
weird.
wrote down his phone number. The woman obviously wouldn't call the number.
Does he look old?
But instead,
Am I
called the
tripping out?
police to report the situation. One comment suggested that the man was most likely just waiting for the right moment to snatch
You're
the
right,
woman.
Lumberjack man. You're fucking right.
This home security footage shows the house owner's 3 daughters playing on their backyard trampoline.
Oh, we saw
After
this
only
one.
A few seconds of this, a man in a white van can be seen pulling up next to them. The man would then attempt to lure the children inside his van by offering them donuts. The oldest of the 3 girls, obviously understanding the danger of the situation, would quickly grab her sisters, getting them inside.
Good on her. Fucking switched on. Switched on. I got a fucked up story about myself, alright? So I drive a white van for work, okay? I drive a white van for work. And I start early in the morning. So one morning I went to work. Well, I started at like 6 a.m. Might have been 6:30. I got to the house and it was on a really busy road. They didn't have a driveway. And the owners weren't home. So I got there early and the owners weren't even home. They weren't going to be there till like 8 o'clock. So I wasn't going to go home. So what I did was I just drove around the corner and I just parked my van, put my sunnies on, put my hoodie on, had the car running and just sat there and just closed my eyes and just sat there and had a bit of a nap, yeah? So I closed my eyes, have a bit of a nap. I hear at like fucking 8 o'clock, dung, dung, dung. I wake up, I look around. I'm parked out the front of a fucking primary school. Sitting in my white van with my sunglasses on, with a fucking hoodie on, and my car running. Bro. I'm like, oh my God, let's get the fuck out of here. Anyway, that was the day I almost got arrested.
And would drive off shortly after. In January of 2018, a woman named Noelle Bracey would claim to have been hearing various sounds outside of her bedroom window.
How is the security cam footage?
Disturbed by this, she would set up a live camera outside in an attempt to catch whoever
Okay,
or
there
whatever
we
it
go.
was.
There you go, live
And
footage.
that's when she caught a man she'd never seen before walk up to her bedroom window and try to look inside.
That's fucking
After a
fucked.
few seconds, the man would notice the camera and quickly walk away. But shortly after, he would return and steal the camera. Noelle believes this man that she caught on camera had been looking into her bedroom window for at least 3 weeks.
3 weeks into the bedroom window? The fuck,
This
bro?
footage shows an intruder walking around a house looking for various valuables. The guy had only broken into the house seconds earlier by smashing a window. And while this was going on, the house owner's kid and their babysitter were out running errands. But when they returned, unknown to them, the intruder was on the top floor of the house. The kid can be seen walking around the kitchen, but when the babysitter heard footsteps upstairs, she can be seen frantically grabbing the
Fucking
kid
good
and
on
running
ya.
outside to the
What a,
neighbor's
what a
house.
fucking switched on
Shortly
lady.
after, followed by the intruder running away. And the intruder himself was never caught.
What a fucking switched on babysitter.
This man was sitting in his backyard in Australia when one of his home security cameras captured a snake slithering across the screen. While the man had his back to it and therefore couldn't see it come up right next to him, his dog would notice the creature and even go after it. This would alert the man and allow him to get both himself and his dog a safe distance away.
Fucking Blake his ass out. What the fuck? His pants are falling down.
What makes this clip so disturbing is the fact that the snake was an eastern brown snake, which is the second most venomous
shit.
snake in the world. A snake that's responsible for about 60% of snake bite deaths in Australia.
I don't think that doesn't look like a brown snake to me. It looks too small. I don't know if you guys seen eastern brown snakes. That looks
This home
too
security
small.
camera was recording in the middle of the night when, from the right side of the screen, multiple orb-looking blurs can be seen coming into view. They look to fly across the screen behind the house's fence, but it's clear something went over the fence.
Children?
Many comments claim to have thought the video was in some way related to the paranormal, though one comment suggested the blurs looked like kids running by and throwing jackets over the fence.
They look like monkeys. They look like monkeys. What do they throw over the fence?
Comment went on to guess it was a group of teenagers who had just committed a criminal offense and were trying to ditch their jackets so as to make it harder to be identified by law enforcement. But it's still unclear what is really being shown in this video.
How do people have the balls to walk into people's houses? I know, man, I know. What makes this disturbing is the plumber crack. Bad. My man had the fucking... he had the biggest fucking crack. It's clearly people. You reckon that's clearly... Look, they had tails for a second.
What is really being shown in this video.
They're moving so fast, though, and they're so small. It's kids? Yeah, look, it must be. It must be. There's no other really explanation for it, is there?